Okay, we are back with the second part of tonight's live stream on our double header with the BriSCA V8 Hotstox Online League. My name is Tom and I'm with Kieran again.
Hello.
We have already done one set of events for part one, which was a very eventful series of races across the figure of 8 Madman track. Smaller grids today. The lockdown has been easing off, so people are getting back to their normal lives, commitments, families, lots of different things as we expected, but still plenty of action. The races aren't any less better, and in actual fact it's promoting some closer racing, so I imagine we're going to be having more of the same here. We're going to be going on to the Hilltop Stadium, back to oval format, so this now will be more, I imagine, closer racing, less of the crashing, and hopefully more bumper to bumper action.
Yes.
So I think we're just waiting for the guys to get themselves into the room. I'm going to change my car to something more appropriate. I think this is going to be too slow. So already we've got some guys in this room. Billows, we've got John Brown, Sam Parker, Ben Watkis, Bobbert, Benny and Youngie. A little mention on Ben Watkis, if you didn't see it in the previous events, we had Ben Watkis with the most unluckiest luck in the world, let's say. 2 races he was leading by quite a way, and unfortunately got taken out, not necessarily through anyone else's fault, but he had got tangled up in the crossover twice, 3, 4, 5 times, and even in the third race, which was a consolation, he even then was leading and just ended up crashing out. So Ben, I think we're rooting for you just for that reason. We want you to get at least a decent result in this oval. No crossing over, so at least you're not going to have that issue. Other than that, we've got Bobbert, who's performing very well tonight, very consistent. He's had a win, he's had, I think, a couple of podiums, so Sam Parker's done well, he's had a second position, and Benny, obviously, who was our final winner, is in this race as well. I think this is the out oval, so it's going to be a lot faster. Do you think?
It's the big one.
It's the big one. So
it's the big one. Yeah.
It's going to be a lot faster.
Oh yes.
And less kind of having to get around those corners slowly. So almost, is it going to be full throttle around the corners? Do you think?
Basically, flat out.
Flat out.
Reckon.
So
Flat
if anyone does get tangled up, they will go into the wall hard.
Yep.
Down to a lot of slipstreaming maybe, and but it could also be a little bit processional if the guys want to play clean and don't want to get involved. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We've got 2 heats, one consolation, then one final, the same as the last one. So the top 5 will go through here, the top 4 will go through the consolation, and the final will be 20 laps, and then we have 2 all-comer races and the 2 elimination shootouts, which are proved to be very popular last time, so they decided to do it again instead of the team races.
As we're just waiting for all of them to join back in.
Yep, not sure what we're waiting for. Maybe just for some of the guys to finish their breaks.
Take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. There'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights.
Oh, I forgot to change my clock. I don't think have to be.
I'm going to go all the way around.
Tomorrow feels a year away, like the seconds, the beginning and the end. But if in time it's yesterday, your picture's gonna bring it home to me again.
Okay, so I think we're ready. So as we have a little look, we've got Bobbert on the front of the grid. Ben Watkins is there. Good luck, Ben. You're going to need it. Sam Parker, Youngie, Oggy and Benny with John Brown and Billows. So they're underway already. So Bobbert's going round in the lead with Ben Watkins in second. We have Sam Parker third, Benny in fourth, Oggy's in fifth. It's going to be a little bit difficult. Let's have a little look at adjusting the camera a little bit. Make it a little bit easier. Zoom in. Right. I think that might help out. So Bob is still in the lead. So Ben Watkins is on the behind him. Is already pushing for that lead, and he's hit the wall. He's gone wide, unsettled the car slightly, but he's kept it going. Benny's pushing for third position with Sam Parker there. There's Oggy, Youngie, Billows and John Brown. But Ben is really pushing Bobbert for first position. I think he's, as you say, really wanting this now because of everything that's happened early on.
Yes, I think so too.
So I think he's maybe got the leaders on the inside of Bobbert. There's Benny. Oh, Benny's yeah. Benny's got ahead of Bobbert as well. Ben's pushing that wall. He's really pushing his luck. If he's not careful, that's going to potentially ricochet him out of the position, and could push him into the other wall. So, oh, Benny's lost. He's scraping the wall, and that's pushed him right down. Youngie, look at the amount of speed he's got into that corner. He's gone in the back of Oggy, and it's unsettled Oggy. So, as you say, look at this. This is all very close stuff. Very close stuff. Oggy's gone on the inside, and he's hit Sam Parker. Sam Parker's still going. Someone at the back, Billows at the back, so he needs to catch up a little bit. But Ben Watkins is currently leading, with Bobbert second, Oggy's in third, along with Youngie, Benny and Sam Parker, all pushing for that last position on that podium. Now they're catching up to Bobbert, and Bobbert's under threat by Oggy, and Oggy's pushed him wide. Benny pushes Oggy. Oh, 4 of them, 5 of them in the wall. Oh, this is very close stuff. This is fantastic to watch. Billows is behind there, so
for everyone on this track, this track is so bad for if you hit that wall, it slows you down a lot.
So Benny's now got into that second position. Who's that's hit the wall? I think that's Sam Parker. Yeah, oh, big hit. Oh, Bobbert's out now. Bobbert's been hit and spun round, so that's bad for Bobbert. His luck has run out, and he's down at the back of the grid almost, with Benny now in second. Has got a bit of space between him and Oggy, who's taken third. Billows and Youngie are together for fourth, and Ben Watkins is now under threat. Now Ben Watkins is continuously running along that wall and rubbing it as he's coming out. As you say, look, he's running quite wide, and as you say, if he's not careful, it's going to slow him down, and potentially it could kick him back out onto the track in the wrong way. It's an early entry. Benny goes wide. Benny's got a lot wider turn than Ben Watkins in that. He's gone on the inside. Yeah, there he is. He's going to push him into the wall, but Ben pushes back. He's not gone into the wall.
Could they mess up and Oggy comes through?
Yeah.
Which Oggy's doing really well in this one compared to the
Oggy.
The over.
And Billows a youngie and still pushing for 4th and 5th. And unfortunately, Sam Parker, Bobbert and John Brown are a little bit too far down the grid now to really stand a chance of pushing for the top half of the grid. So Ben Watkins is maintaining that first position, but he's under massive pressure from oh, sorry for the camera, mainly under lots of pressure from Benny, and he's gone into the wall. Benny's pushed him in the wall, and Benny's gone on the inside and he's taken the lead. So Benny is now leading. Ben Watkins takes second position and just keeps himself together, gathers his thoughts, and he's going to try and make another aggressive attack potentially for that first position. Even if he gets second, that's not a bad result compared to what he's had so far, and he'd go automatically into the final rather than have to go through the consolation. Oggy is catching up in third and waiting patiently, I imagine, for that opening if it does happen. Oggy, another one who's been very quiet tonight, really struggled in the figure of 8, which is a shame to see. Normally we do see Oggy up there, so it's good to see him back up on the podium places. Benny's got a big lead now. Seems to be getting away from Ben, and but Ben isn't doing too bad. And that is it. So Benny takes the win. Ben Watkins takes second. Oggy takes third. Billows will take fourth, and Sam Parker will take fifth. There are qualifiers. So Bobbert, Youngie in 6th and 7th won't qualify, and John Brown won't either. They'll go through to the consolation, but they're not the worst case scenario. It's a shame for Bobbert, who was doing really well. He was up there having a fight, but he just suffered a little bit with getting tangled up with Sam Parker. So well done to Benny for winning the first heat, and well done for Ben for maintaining that top 3 position. Second position, it's not the win, but it's not last, and he didn't crash out, so good to see.
Yeah. Right, over to
Jullers.
E2. I'll have a quick interview if it works this time.
Hopefully we can have a little chat with the guys. That was a close race.
Yeah.
Maybe have a word with Ben.
That's who I've sent it to.
It'd be good to get a word from him.
Yeah. See how I felt about that one.
I never thought you'd be the one. I
Okay. We are ready. Let's have a little look. Who we got in this? Oh, so I've just gone on the wrong area. Nearly thought I was out of it forever. Don't think we'll have time to go for the grids because they're underway already. There we go. But we've got Boswell in the lead with Danny Scholes, Mad Dog, with Darren Parker, Rory Foster, CJ, Jim Racing and Jollers all pushing for a good result in this. So Boswell currently leading with Danny Scholes, who's had a change of car and colour. She's gone for a much more white colour with purple, oh, Darren Parker spun around. Yep, that's Danny Scholes. Yeah. So Boswell is in the lead with Darren Parker, CJ. Mad Dog she's on the outside. She's rubbing against the wall. Jim Racing is catching up Mad Dog, so probably going to overtake there. There we go on the inside. Oh, this Jim Racing nearly went into the wall there. So I think we were going to have a little chat with Ben, but Ben was a little bit too late, so we'll have a little chat with him afterwards. I'm sure we'll get a chance to. So Darren Parker now leading ahead of Boswell. Oh, that was an aggressive take. Yeah, look at that. That's Boswell. He's actually done that himself. He tried to push Darren Parker into the wall, and he did, but Darren Parker got away with it. Boswell ended up spinning around, so it was his own fault for that. CJ now in second. CJ is very quick, so I imagine CJ will push for that lead early on. Jim Racing is not too far behind. Jim also struggling to get the good results tonight. Mad Dog, she's doing well for 4th position, as racing with Guy Jolly here. Danny Scholes, Rory Foster, and there Danny Scholes done pretty well to get herself going back into 6th position after that spin round very early on. So there's a big gap, look, between the leaders. Jim Racing there, CJ, as I say, that CJ is now leading. So CJ has got the lead, as I said he probably would. Darren Parker is still behind him, so it wasn't too aggressive, I don't think. Both of them going into the wall. Darren Parker rubbing that wall. I think as soon as you do hit that wall, you just tend to rub it all the way to the end. So look at that big gap. There's Jim Racing. There's almost half a lap between him and Jollers, so there's a top half and a bottom half at the moment. It's all spread out, to be honest, a little bit as well. So CJ is still leading with Darren Parker in 2nd position, and there is Jim Racing. Can Jim catch up to Darren and CJ to try and take maybe a second or a first and take the win? So this CJ still doing well, and now CJ is catching up to a back marker, which is Rory Foster. Rory's struggling a little bit today as well, so CJ goes into the corner and is actually doing pretty well, because Darren Parker has now been overtaken by Jim. So Jim is, as I say that, Darren Parker's gone on the inside. He's going to push Jim. He's playing fair, so he's not gone too aggressive. He's not pushed him in the wall. He's not tried to spin him. I think Darren wants to play fair. Who's that that's crashed? Someone's hit the wall, I think. Is Danny Skull. Yep. I heard the crash, but I just couldn't see who it was. And that's CJ that slowed down. I wonder if Danny Skulls was involved with CJ, because CJ has now dropped back just in front of Jim Racing and Darren Parker, so there's not much in it. Jim goes quite wide, hits the wall. I think we'll keep an eye on this. Look at that, that was a dive in there with Darren Parker. Kept it going though. So CJ is catching up with Rory. Is Rory going to cause problems, or is he just going to get out of the way?
Oh, there's Boswell.
Is Boswell
flipped?
Easy. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I didn't see that, but didn't cause too many problems. Oh, Darren Parker's hit the wall slightly, unsettled him, but kept it going. There's Rory. Easy. going to be a mischief. CJ. And there's Mad Dog, so she is in 5th, so they're actually already coming over to take 5th position. There's Jim. And Jim is pushing for CJ now. Look at this. Did say whether he could go for that lead. And ahead of them, it's getting a little bit tangled. Oh, I didn't realise there was not enough laps left. So CJ takes the win. It was very close. So Jim takes 2nd, Darren takes 3rd. Guy Jolly would take 4th. And Mad Dog, she could take 5th as long as she keeps going with... Because she was quite far behind. So... No, she's not. Unfortunately, she's crashed in the last bend there. So Rory's going to take 5th. What did I tell you? Commentator's curse.
Yep. As you always do.
Yep. Excuse me, sneezing again. Unfortunately, my hay fever is pretty bad tonight, so... It's Boswell's taken 6th then, and Stony Skulls will actually be ahead of Mad Dog. Mad Dog has decided not to finish the race.
Right, so now we go
Back
into
over.
consolation. So it'll be me.
You're going to take it. So whilst we wait for Kieran to set up the consolation race, don't forget to check out the BriSCA boys and BriSCA V8s on the Xbox. They race on the Saturdays. Similar format, another couple of guys who commentate on them. They race their leagues on Saturdays, and it's different because it's on in the Xbox. Just as entertaining as the PlayStation. No real difference. So I think they have a slightly different set of fixture lists, but also don't forget to check out the FECRES Racing League, which is where we're from. Kieran mainly runs it for the FECRES, the Wreckfest events run through a Facebook group, FECRES Racing League. You can join us there. Anyone who wants to join and never done it before, as long as you've got the Wreckfest game, you can join in. It's good fun, competitive, a variety of cars and tracks. And then we've also, don't forget, the BriSCA V8 Hotstox. This is their online league, and guys who race in real life, go and check them out when they get back to the actual track itself soon. I think they're raring to go. Cannot wait to get back out and race in real life. As much as racing online satisfies their need to want to be competitive on a track, it's nowhere near what it is in real life. I have no doubt that at one point me and Kieran will end up watching these guys in real life. We're going to have to, I think we're planning to go up to watch them at some point during one of their events. Yep. I think it'd be entertaining. Be good to meet some of the guys who have been involved in tonight. How's your server going?
Might actually do a real interview with them in real life.
Yeah. We'll see if we can get some footage. See if we can film it. Maybe. Yeah.
Server's up.
Server's up.
Mhm.
So this is the consolation. The top 4 will go through from this. And in actual fact, depending on how many cars are in this, because I don't know that everyone's here, some more of them might have dropped out, I think. There's not many that will not be in it at all. One, two, three, four, 5 maybe.
think so. I'm not sure. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's one person missing.
Do we know who we're waiting for? Oh, no, Mad Dog, Boswell, John Brown, Youngie, Skulls. I'm trying to think who it could be.
Three, 2, 5. Whoever 3, 2, 5 is. Bobbit, there he is.
Ah. Lovely, good to see Bobbit there.
As soon as he's loaded, we'll get this under our way. So I'll quickly go into their chat so I can tell them the time. So, see you in a minute.
Okay. So Kieran's going to go into the room because he needs to chat to the guys, just to give them a bit of information on what's going to happen because he's running the server. So only 2 of the guys, 2 of these will not make it. Small race, but as I said, no, I can't imagine it's going to be any less interesting to watch. Right, so as we have a little look at see who we've got here, we've got Danny Skulls. She is running ahead here in the front of the grid. Boswell is behind with Mad Dog, who has, I think, got this. I'm not sure if it's the same car, but she's gone with a bright green colour, maybe to make a statement. Bobbit is there as well, and we've got Youngie and John Brown right at the back. So I think they're about to go. Yep, they're underway. So Mad Dog gets the lead, a really good start. So she's in the lead and she's ahead of Boswell and Bobbit. But Boswell is very quickly coming up behind, and he goes up on the inside, and they both go into the wall. Oh, that's Mad Dog. She's pushing Boswell. Oh my God, that was a really aggressive. Loads of lag. We've got Youngie. Lag is horrendous at the moment. They're all going into the wall, struggling. There's Bobbit, and Bobbit is now leading, and Boswell is thereabouts. Going to push. Has gone into the wall again. So Boswell did that. They lost in the position. Oh, that's Mad Dog. She's just lost it there. Where's Danny Skulls? I don't know what happened to Danny.
2 of them. Youngie and Boswell. Just literally just lose it.
Oh dear. So what's that done with everyone else?
It's moved one of our cars as well.
Yeah. That will make things interesting.
Who did it?
So look, there's Youngie.
Mine. Oh, Boswell. Oh, Bobbit nearly did mine.
So Danny Skulls is trying to work out where she was. So there's Bobbit. So there's Bobbit against John Brown for the lead now then. So it could be, as they carry on, it could be... Sorry, go on.
Car's rolling back off. It's just going up the straight the wrong way.
So Bobbit's...
Can they get the 10 laps in before it gets to the other straight?
Bobbit's leading by a fair distance now. John Brown is second. Boswell is third, and we've got Youngie in fourth position. So at the moment it's just the 2 girls who won't be qualifying, Mad Dog and Danny Skulls. I'm not sure what happened with Danny Skulls because she just seems to be nowhere right from the word go. I don't know what happened. There's Bobbit. At the moment it looks like it's going to be all very sensible. No one needs to do anything brash or say the Boswell's in the wall again. He keeps doing that, and it's allowed Youngie to go ahead. It's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, he's going to qualify, but if he continues to do that, it might give a chance for Mad Dog to overtake. I don't know how far she is behind. There was Youngie, and there is John Brown. So now Danny Scholes is potentially going to be overtaken by Bobbert. There is Bobbert, our leader. And Bobbett's still well ahead of John Brown. And there's your car in the track, but I think it's out of the racing line, so it's not too bad. Let's have a look. We've got cars are spread out a little bit now. Yeah, there's Boswell, Youngie, John Brown and Bobbert and Danny Scholes. So what we'll do is we'll have a little look at Danny Scholes and Bobbert.
Bobbert's on his last lap.
He's on his last lap, so it's going to be pretty much a straightforward down the straight. And Bobbert takes the win. Yep. John Brown will take second. Youngie will take third. And Boswell will take fourth.
That'll be your final.
There we go. So unfortunately Danny Scholes and Mad Dogs won't make it. But a good effort. I think Danny Scholes should be proud of what she's done tonight. She's had a good result in the figure of 8. Not so much on this one, but Mad Dog comes across the line.
There you go. Let's get him in for an interview, shall we?
Yep.
Mr. Roberts. As if they join, because we've been having a bit of problems with people joining.
Indeed. It's all been a bit of a struggle to get to chat to anyone.
It has been tonight.
We've got Bobbert.
How are we doing?
Good.
Not bad, you?
Yeah, all good, thank you. I'm not much better now. I've just finished my roast dinner.
That was a good win.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, again, not too sure what happened. It seemed everyone was there for a minute, and then there was a car parked in the middle of the track at the end of the straight that kind of caused a bit of chaos.
You've done really well tonight. You've been up thereabouts in the figure of 8, and you got a win there as well, didn't you? So
yeah, I think I won. Yeah, won a couple of the races, didn't I?
Yeah, so
a couple of seconds, I think.
So you've done pretty well tonight. Do you think you stand a chance in the final?
About as usual, yeah.
I mean, to be honest, you nearly went through on the heat on this, but you were just unlucky. I can't remember, was you spun round you?
Yeah.
You got spun out early on.
With this track, it's so long and fast. If you get spun out, it takes forever to catch back up. Yeah. Everybody's so fast. It's you could be setting the fastest laps and you still wouldn't catch them if it's been spun out, really.
Yeah.
But no, it's been good fun. I like the figure of 8s. I like them a lot. They're very entertaining, and you kind of have to really think where you're driving on them.
Yeah. Hence why you've done well, because you seem to like that tactics, maybe then the strategy, whereas everyone else wants to just.
You've got the mini map, and I'm already, as I'm coming off the bend, I'm already looking at the crossover on the map before I even got there, just to kind of work out whether I can keep flat out or got a break or. Yeah, they're good fun. They're really good fun.
Good. Right. Well, good luck. We hope you do well. You get yourself ready, and then hope you get a good result.
Yes, thank you.
No worries. Speak to you later. Yeah. Bye bye.
We'll keep up the good work.
Thank you. Right, so it's the final time. I guess you got the music ready.
Yeah. Got the music.
Right, let's go and do this. Go into their chat.
So we're here with the final then. So the guys are just getting ready. Kieran's going to go and get himself ready for a pace car. Let's have a little look and see who we've got in the final. We've got Guy Jolly, Billows, James Billows, CJ, Rory Foster, Craig Hodgson, aka Oggy, Sam Parker with Darren Parker, Boswell, Youngie, John Brown, Benny, who has already won the crossover figure of 8. He was our champion in the final with that one. Can he do the 2 on the double on the trot? Ben Watkis, would like to see him get a good result here. Bobbert, who we just spoke to, and Jim Racing. So quite a few big names in here. In this, I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be really entertaining. A lot more cars than what we've had in the heats and the consolations. So it could be a bit more interesting with how the guys race, whether it's going to be physical or not. But no doubt it will be entertaining. So I think we're ready to go. Just grab myself out of this and in a position to be out of the way. So grab the camera, get that ready. So Kieran is getting ready at the front of the grid. We've got Bobbert on the front row of the grid alongside Boswell. Behind him we've got Ben Watkis in the yellow and the blue, Darren Parker in the mint green, with his brother Sam Parker next to him in the red and the blue, Rory Foster the red and the purple, John Brown in the yellow flames with the orange, Guy Jolly purple and red with Oggy, Benny, Youngie, Billows, CJ and Jim Racing out the back. So I think they're about to get going. Yep, there they go. I think we'll follow Ben Watkis for this one as they go on the rolling lap.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
And I think they're underway already. There we go. Let's have a look. So I think it's Boswell that's taken the lead. We've got Sam Parker on the inside of Ben Watkis here as we watch. So there's Bob that's gone into the wall. Have a little internal view, camera view, and there is sideways action there. They are pushing each other. So let's have a little look. We've got Boswell leading. Bobber is second. Ben Watkis is third. Ben rubbing that wall again. He did it in his other races. I don't know if he's wall riding. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose. Be interesting to find out. So Sam Parker with Darren Parker behind. Rory Foster with Betty behind him. John Brown and Jim Racing at the back with Youngie, Billows and Jollers. So Bobber is leading. No, he's not, sorry. Boswell's leading. Whoa, Ben Watkis pushes Bobber, nearly pushes him wide, but they both get themselves together. And Darren Parker and Sam Parker are racing with each other here. And as I say that, we've got one that's gone into Ben Watkis, and whoa, it's up on 2 wheels. Nearly. Oh, that's a big impact for Sam Parker, who was pushed and he's lost control and went into a tyre wall there. And there's Darren Parker, he's now wall riding. Boswell is still leading with Bobber in second. Darren Parker with Ben Watkis for third. Watkis is down to fourth now. So Benny, our previous gold champion, not gold champion, sorry, our final winner, is just behind Darren and Ben. They're fighting and pushing each other into the wall. So Benny has got an opportunity to get ahead of them. Oh my God! Did you see that? Big impact. Darren Parker up on 2 wheels, still gaining control, but Ben has basically been wiped out the race almost, and so nope, his luck doesn't change. So Rory Foster's not too far behind these now, with John Brown, Jim Racing, Sam Parker a little bit further behind. So we're looking at Benny and Sam Parker there for third position. Boswell and Bobbert are playing it nice and fair for the lead. Boswell is doing well for leading this, and if he maintains this, he could stand a chance of winning. And as I say, he goes a little bit wide, and Bobbert doesn't quite have the pace to get on the inside of him. But Benny is very quickly catching now. Benny, as we've seen, is very, very strong, and already catching up Bobbert. Here he goes. So they're now going around, and Benny is pushing behind Bobbert, and potentially could go on the inside, and he does. Yeah, there it is. There's that move, and it's they're side by side, neck and neck as they go down the straight. I think Benny's got him. Benny has got him, and he's right behind Boswell now, but Bobbert goes back on the inside. Oh, he nearly loses it. Darren Parker is involved in this now, and Benny's got the lead, but he's hit the wall. There's three of them are pushing for the lead. Four of them are pushing for it. Yeah, this could change at any point. This is close stuff, and this is very interesting to watch. Oh, Boswell's lost it. That's a big impact, and he's still trying to go. Is he going? No, he's not. Oh no, I'll tell you what, that's lag. That is lag, and Boswell's back in second now, and he's hit the wall again. Oh, it's an actual impact
this time. He's just a good driver. That's the way it is. Good driver. He was able to style it out and get.
He's performing some magic tricks.
Yeah.
So Benny's leading again. Could he take the double for the two finals? Darren Parker's a good second position, and Bobbert is third position, so it's not too bad so far. Rory Foster is up for fourth, so he's struggled tonight, and I think he's got one good result out of this, so he could get another. Down in fifth we've got John Brown. Sam Parker is sixth, Guy Jolly is seventh, CJ is down in eighth. I'd expected CJ to be further up. Not sure if he had some issues early on. And Jim Racing is right at the Jim is right at the back. So again, another one who could have had an incident we didn't quite see. As we continue to follow the lead, Benny is leading now. Darren Parker's in the wall again, and it's spread out between him and Bobbert, with Rory Foster actually catching up with Bobbert now.
Boswell straight in the wall.
Is he in the wall again?
And Ben and Oggy.
Oh my God!
And
so
Jim, the big pile-up.
So there's a pile-up. So they could potentially.
But here comes Ben. Are they going to get in the way?
Yeah, it's now they've crossed over. This is getting really interesting. 14 laps of 20 done. So this now means that Benny, Darren, Bobbert and Rory are going to be at the back markers, and it could change everything.
Really could. Look, Ben's already. I know Ben's going for Boswell, which they're fighting together.
Yep. So there's Darren, so he's not doing too bad. Bobbert is still sticking behind, with Rory, who's catching Bobbert but not too quick. Oh, there's Boswell. Oh, big impact by Billows. He's rolling. So he's pretty much out of it. Oh, another one in the wall. Guy Jolly's in the wall big time. This is now getting a bit more physical. The guys are starting to take some of these guys into the wall. They're following them in, but here's our leaders. Rory Foster in fourth, Bobbert in third, Darren Parker in second, and then the actual leader himself, Benny, is there.
Behind Oggy.
Behind Oggy, yeah.
Trying to get past. Could Oggy be a pain and hold Benny up? And then
potentially,
Daz comes up. Because he hasn't got past Oggy yet. So obviously Ben Watkins is obviously having a bad one again for this final. But at least he got into a final this time.
Yeah.
I don't think Benny can do Oggy. He's still behind Oggy.
So Benny's won.
He won it.
Yeah.
He's gone over that line.
So Darren Parker takes second, Bobbert takes third, Rory Foster takes fourth, Sam will take fifth, CJ will take sixth, John Brown will take 7th.
Having a fight.
Youngie, Jollers, Jim Racing will take 10th. Oggy will take 11th. Ben Watkis 12th. Boswell will take 13th, and Billows will take 14th.
Yeah.
So Benny wins again. Well done to Benny. He's on fire tonight.
I think they're staying in here.
Okay.
So let's try and have a chat with Watkins. Let's have a chat with Watkins because he's not been having a good night. We just missed him the first time of doing the chat. So let's send him an invite and see if we can have a chat. He's not our winner, but we've already spoken to Benny, so we'll see about Ben.
So we've got 2 all-comers that come up and 2 elimination races coming up whilst we wait for Ben to hopefully come in and have a little chat. Hopefully he will. Don't forget the elimination is a slightly different format. So the guys don't race for, well, they kind of do race for position, but as the guys go round each lap, the person at the back of the grid will be eliminated.
This is all comers.
Yep. So the all comers is first, and then the elimination will come afterwards.
Yep.
So I think we're going to be having a word with Ben. He might be a bit busy.
Yeah, I've sent him an invite, but it doesn't look like it, I don't think. So while we're just waiting. Right. So get all ready.
Yep, so we've got Danny Scholes on the front row of the grid. There is Boswell. We've got Ben Watkiss, Sam Parker with Darren Parker right next to him. CJ, Youngie, Oggy and Guy Jolly at the back there. And they're under our way already. So a good start from Boswell, looks like. A very good start from Boswell. Ben Watkiss isn't too far behind there. And he gets taken out already by Danny Scholes, but and that's Youngie at the back who's been spun around. Oh, he managed to keep that going. I don't know with Ben, but yep, he's already got Darren Parker on his back. He's got Danny Scholes again. No. Oh dear!
And there goes Danny Scholes.
Yeah.
Oh no, lag.
Lag?
Yeah, Danny's fine.
More lag. Or is she? She's struggling.
She's
there.
Not there. But it was lag.
So CJ is now in second, Darren Parker is in third position, Boswell still leading. Now Boswell has been leading in a couple of races like this, but unfortunately seems to just lose it later on down the line where he's going into the wall. So there's Oggy with Sam Parker and Jolly in fifth position. So Darren Parker is pushing CJ to see if he can get that second position. He goes on the inside. There he is.
Which I don't think it was enough.
So Boswell's already catching up there. CJ. Oh, so CJ's taken the lead then. Boswell is. It's been. I thought Danny Scholes there was going to affect Boswell, but doesn't. And Boswell goes into the wall. Darren Parker rubbing each other up at the wall there. CJ has gained a bit of a gap now between second and third with Darren and Boswell. So CJ is catching up some of the back markers. And it'd be interesting to see whether they make a difference or not. And as much as the guys who are a lap behind aren't in the race, the same race, let's say, as the guys in the front, they're still going to be racing, and they don't want to just be pushed aside, and they're not going to slow down for them really. So obviously they're doing their own thing, so they're not going to just let them pass easily. Sometimes they like to make a bit of a statement by, getting in the way, particularly if there's a set of rivalries.
Took out.
Yep. I reckon that's because of earlier. Definitely 100%.
Yes.
That's what Danny did. So Ben was like, oh yeah, look. So really trying to take her out. Bit of fun maybe. And again. So back to the race. There's CJ.
And that's Danny out.
Yeah, so CJ comes across. Darren Parker's in second. Boswell lost a bit of time there because he's quite a bit behind Darren and CJ. So Guy Jolly's in fourth. That's good for him so far. And Oggie's in fifth. Oggie had another quiet night tonight, so not quite where he kind of expects him again.
No.
But we did hear him say last week that the guys are really fast in this series. He said he's struggling to keep up with them. And he said they're all very, very good.
They're all improving.
Yeah. Well, Darren Parker's hit the wall, and it slowed him down quite a bit there. So CJ's managed to get ahead and make a bit of a gap so that he is a bit more comfortable, because Darren Parker was hot on his tail really. Spread out a little bit now. There's third, which is Boswell and Guy Jolly. So Guy Jolly could potentially take him for third, and he nearly went on his inside, but went a bit wide, and Boswell struggling to get around the corners. I think Boswell seems to go wide on a lot of the corners. See, no, but Guy Jolly's gone in the outside. This is unusual. He's pushing the back of him. Oh, just trying to get the camera back into a better position. So Guy Jolly's on the inside now. They're neck and neck as they come down the straight. They've got the same car, if not similar, and Guy Jolly is pushing him wide, pushing against the wall, or a bit of a tap as Danny Scholl's car, which is wrecked, so that could cause problems because people could go into it. But Boswell's gone back on the inside and he's got that position, but Guy Jolly on the outside is wall riding, and that's slowing him down. So Boswell's got back into third position, and there's a little bit of a gap now.
CJ's on his last lap.
So CJ is on his last lap. Let's have a little look. There's Ben Watkins.
He's coming to the finishing line.
Here he is. He's going to come away with a win. Well done to CJ. A good second position for Daz Parker, so well done to him. Guy Jolly's not quite made it. Boswell will take third, that's good for him, and Guy Jolly will take fourth. Oggie's going to take fifth, and Sam Parker will take sixth. Youngie in seventh, and Ben, who's done a good job at carrying on competing with the bad luck he's had. He's coming around here. And he takes 8th. Okay, so let's now go to the second consolation race, which is Billows.
Yep.
Okay, so second consolation race then. In here we've got Billows, Benny, Jim, John. No. I'm sure this is the same people.
No, Bobbert's one, isn't it? Or Benny. That one just before.
No, because they were in the final, weren't they? Mad Dog wasn't here. So, I don't know if all the guys are here. If it is, it's another small group. It might be because of how they've been. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. No, 6 in this room. Let's have a little look. See who we got here then. Small grids. Got Mad Dog. She is at the front. Sorry, I'm not sure what Benny's doing. Benny is potentially in the wrong position.
He's gone too far.
Okay, miles too far. So we've got Miles. Miles. We've got
Trying to
Mad.
start with the white top.
Mad Dog is at the front of the grid with Bobbert. Rory Foster is behind with John Brown, Billows, Jim Racing, and Benny, who has gone all the way round. Alright, could this be the double points thing?
Yes. But if I remember rightly, no, it's fine. I thought he was going to go all the way back. If he went all the way back, it would just reset that he's first again. But no, it's all good, and they're off.
Yep. So Mad Dog has got the lead. She is ahead of Bobbert.
Benny's got to wait for the leaders to come because he shouldn't have gone.
Oh, I see.
So he's got to wait. There he goes. Now he's off. There we go.
So
it
Bobbert's
counts as a lap down.
So Bobbert's got the lead ahead of Mad Dog. Mad Dog, she is rubbing against the wall. She's wall riding there as well, look. So Rory Foster's in third, Billows is in fourth, Jim Race is in sixth, and then we've got John Brown in 7th, and then John Brown, sorry, is in 6th, and then Benny is way behind with his lap down, but potentially getting double points. Do you think you can do it?
It's hard, this track.
Yeah.
It is so hard. You're all basically doing the same. So he's got a lot of work if he wants to even just catch up.
It's not a huge amount of cars to get past, so he could just get his head down, and there's not going to be much slipstream, so he doesn't have that help, but he also doesn't have to fight with anyone. And if all of these guys are fighting between them, then he's got that potential to catch up quite quick. But as you say, it's a long lap, and they're all going quite fast, so I think you're right, it's going to be quite hard to catch up.
It is.
So Bobbett's got a good lead then, with Rory Foster, who's in 2nd. Potentially could catch up Bobbett, but we'll see.
Thanks happened to Jim.
Yeah, and we've got Billows, John Brown fighting each other now. John Brown goes up on the inside, but that's a big attack, and he's gone straight to the wall, and it's allowed Billows to go back on the inside to go back into 3rd position. And he does it again. John Brown goes into the wall, and Billows is going to go back up on the inside and go back at... Oh, no, he doesn't this time. And the two, they're tangling between them. Bit of rub and push between the two of them.
I think that's what Benny's got to hope for, that they something goes wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
He's got more of a chance to try and catch up that way.
Let's find out where Rob is. There is Bobbert. He's nice and comfortable in the position for leading the race. If he gets another win, that'll be 3rd for the night. I think he's quite happy with his results, as we spoke to him earlier. So Rory's in 2nd. Rory's had a tough night, but it seems to be getting better and better as the night goes on. To get a good 2nd position would be good for him. And then John Brown and Billows are still fighting. They've been fighting all the way around, which is entertaining to watch, but they're not catching up to Rory as much as they probably like to, because they keep fighting.
See, Benny has got away from Bobbett, but I just don't think it's going to be enough.
No, it's not going to be a long enough race, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Where is he? Yeah, there he is. Yeah, it's going to be... He's miles off, isn't he? If he was catching up quick. Yeah, but no, it's not going to happen.
No. It's very hard to catch up from like a lap down on this.
Yeah. So there's the gap between Bobbert and Rory, and it's all quite maintained so far. Nothing really major happening. Billows and John Brown have separated a little bit now. Billows has got ahead of John. Let's have a look, see who else we've got going on. Jim Racing is on his own in 5th with Mad Dog. She's doing alright in 6th, and then Benny is coming round trying to get that double points, which I don't think is going to happen. There's our leader, Rob.
But I can't remember what it is. If it's top 10 anyway for points, he's going to get some points.
Yeah.
Because where he's 7th, but I'm not sure.
There's Rory, and being only 7 cars on the track, it's a little bit less action on this one. It's quite a wide, long track, so it's all down to speed and with a little bit of slipstream, so they've all kind of spread out a little bit, so it has caused a bit of a procession, which is a bit of a shame, but it's not the worst, you know. Not every race has been like it. So Bob takes the win, Robert takes the win, Rory will take 2nd, Billows will take 3rd, and John Brown will take 4th. It was entertaining to watch those two. Jim Racing will take a 5th on his own. He's just pretty much nothing happened in that one for Jim. And then Benny will take Mad Dog on and actually overtake Mad Dog. So she was overtaken by Benny, but Benny had no chance of getting that win. So we're now ready for the elimination shootout races. We'll be staying on the same server for now.
No, we're going into mine.
We're going into yours.
Yeah.
So, for anyone who's never seen Eliminator, as I said earlier, the guys will be on the track as normal. They will be fighting for the win and track position, but each time the guys finish a lap, one of the person in last position at the time will be eliminated up until everyone is eliminated other than the winner. So we'll just wait for K-Man to set up his server. There it is. So already the guys are quickly coming into the room. So in this elimination race we've got Danny Scholes, Rory Foster, Sam Parker, Darren Parker, Bobbert Boswell and Mad Dog. A solid first event for Mad Dog. She's done well to keep up with the rest of the guys. And hopefully she can join us for the rest of the series, for the last few events. It'd be good to see her get some good results.
I think that's everyone, I think.
Yep. Forget you can watch any of the races that you've seen back on the YouTube page. All of the live streams are available to watch back in full, with every part of reaction, all the races, and there's plenty to watch from all kinds of ovals, figure of eights, even ones with some dirt and some jumps. It's been fairly entertaining. There's still 2 or 3 races left in the season to finish off, so I imagine the guys are looking forward to getting the season finished. It's been a good journey, but it's going to have to come to an end soon. But at the end of the day, I think all of them are looking forward to getting back on the track, as I said earlier. People are back to work now. People are possibly back to seeing family. So they have commitments, and so they won't be able to be in all the races. There's a smaller grid size tonight in compared to some of the bigger events, but as I said, no less entertaining. It's good regular faces here, and even good to see someone new involved as well. I think we're just waiting on Kieran to start the race. There we go. I think he was just a little bit unsure if he had everyone in the room relevant. So there's no gridding up in this. It is literally just a start from the word go. So let's see if we can grab the guys. Here they are. And there's Rory. He's got a good start. He's actually got such a good start that he's well ahead of everyone else. Danny Scholes, Bobbert and Sam Parker are all fighting out there. Boswell's into the wall. There's Mad Dog. She is fighting. Oh, that's a big roll, and that's Darren Parker. That's pretty much put him out for the first lap. He'll be eliminated because it'll take him too long to spin round. But it was a big accident. He rolled over, involved with Mad Dog and Boswell in that. Oh, that was Danny Scholes and Mad Dog. Big crash. Oh. Big crash.
The two females backed at each other out.
Yeah, so Mad Dog is probably going to be eliminated from this point then. Danny Scholes has got some big work to do to try and catch up. So as we look now, so we've got Rory Foster leading, and we've got Sam Parker and Bobbert in second and third. Boswell is in fourth, and Danny Scholes is in fifth. So it's going to look like that Danny Scholes is going to be eliminated. There she goes. Next will be Boswell. I don't think he's going to catch up, and then it's going to be interesting to see what happens between Bobbert, Sam Parker and Rory. Rory looks like he's got it in the bag, but you never know. As they come round for another lap, it's going to be Boswell who's going to be eliminated. Bobbert struggling to get past that eliminated car. It's a podium position for Bobbert, but I don't think he's going to make it. And Sam is catching up with Rory, so could he catch up enough to overtake him to take the win? But we don't know yet. Here is...
It's getting closer. This is going to be for the last two corners.
Yeah, it's going to be down to the last bit. He's very close. He's catching.
Can he dive in? He's going for it.
He's got it. Oh, he's pushed it wide. He's got it. But is it going to be enough?
He's done it. I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, he has.
He's done it. Well done, Sam. He's got that aggressive move. He's pushed him wide. We saw it last time at the tri-oval. That time it was basically push someone out of the whole track of the stadium. But this this one was, it was good. It was a hard work. I didn't know if he was going to catch him, but he did. Right down to the last bend, he got him. Well done to Sam Parker.
All right. Yeah. So over to Jollers for our last one.
As I said, the elimination races are short and sweet. They don't last very long. There are enough laps for the cars that compete, so only about 6 or 7 laps. But it even that, as you saw, proved entertaining because the guys know that they're going to be eliminated if they're in last, so they'll do whatever it takes to get ahead of the car ahead of them.
Oh yes, but I think it was I've got to say that was a good move from Sam on the last bend. Paid off, and he done it.
So into our second elimination race of the night and our final of the night from this double header. We have Jollers, Jim Racing, CJ, Benny, Oggy, John Brown, Billows and Youngie. It's been entertaining, no less entertaining as I say because of the lack of cars, but it's been very good. Hopefully we can end it and end on a high. Something something thrilling, let's say. Yep, and we're underway. Let's get the cars ready. So there they are. They don't grid up as they do in the other races, so they just go as they are gridded up on the game. And that's Oggy who struggled. Yeah, I don't know if he just didn't know when to go, but he struggled. That's a bit of a shame. They're all bunched up quite a bit so far. Oh, there's two that spin. There's Oggy, there's not Oggy, sorry, Youngie and John Brown. Oggy has pushed John Brown. That's John Brown's probably going to be eliminated then. As they do that, everyone else is going to get a real good head start. So Billows is leading, and Guy Jolly is in second with CJ in third, Jim Racing in fourth, Benny is in fifth with Youngie and Oggy. So they're going to be fighting out for this last elimination position. Let's watch it, because it's literally going to come down to this now. It's going to probably be Oggy, and it is. So Oggy is out, down to Youngie. Youngie's probably going to be eliminated because I don't think he's going to catch. Oh, that's Jim. Jim spun. So Jim is in the threat now. Well, I don't know what happened there.
Youngie's behind CJ, so can he get past? Look, which he does.
It could upset CJ because CJ's been again performing strong.
There goes Jim.
Jim, yeah. So here's Benny. Benny's not as high as you would expect him. Billows is leading by quite a way, so he's got a good chance of winning. And that's CJ and Youngie fighting out, and I think Youngie knows he's going to be out, so it's going to be close between Benny and Jollers if this continues here. There's CJ.
Oh, all on the same bend as well.
Yeah,
all three of them where they've died.
Benny's gone up the inside of Guy Jolly, and he's got him. But they're going to go in. What have they done? They've gone and hit a car that's wrecked. So that's.
And CJ just didn't get past Benny just in time. Wow. I mean, he died.
Can you believe it? But what that means now is that Benny's put himself in a position where he's got no chance of catching up with Guy, and Guy has slowed down because of it. So that means that Billows is almost guaranteed to take the win unless he does have issues. There it is. So Guy Jolly and Billows is down to the last two, but the gap is so big that unless Billows somehow makes a big mistake, Guy Jolly is going to take the second position. Here he comes. Billows comes across the line to take the win. Well done to Billows. Unlucky to Guy, but still a good result. And Benny takes third after going into the wrecked car. But good all round. Fourth position was CJ, fifth was Youngie, Oggy was sixth, and John Brown was seventh.
And that's it.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. It's been rather entertaining. We've had a double header, we've had plenty of action. We've had a double header winner from Benny. He took the final win for both, so a dominant performance by him. And we've had plenty of crashes within the figure of 8 circuits, and even more so on the oval. There's been plenty of action as well. We hope you've enjoyed it. It's been nice and smooth tonight. That's one thing I've noticed. There wasn't very many issues, wasn't much hanging around with last week we had a few issues, didn't we? So it's been nice and smooth. And thank you very much for joining us. We will see you in a week's time, same time, 7:30, for the live stream of the next race, which I don't know what it is. Do we know what it is?
I'm not actually sure.
No, but it'll be exciting when we do get to it. I believe it might be oval, because I'm sure Guy said it's all ovals from here. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to watch back this one and the figure of 8 doubleheader part. You can also watch back all the previous races on our live stream. Don't forget to join the Feckrest Racing League Facebook page. We have the Wreckfest leagues currently taking a break, but we'll be coming back soon. And we also have a new project coming up in something completely different if anyone is interested. We have Gran Turismo Sport. We have a touring car league which will be starting in a week's time. We have a practice run on Monday planned. Anyone who has the game, likes a race, can join. Have a look at the information on the page, ask any questions, and anyone can join. So from me and from Kieran, thank you very much.
Yep.
We'll see you next weekend.
I do.